Can I outgrow my epilepsy?
Depends on multiple factors. So, depend on the age of onset, depend on the type of epilepsy syndrome, depend on multiple factors. So let's start with saying if somebody had febrile seizures and then now they're having afebrile seizures, can they outgrow? If they have a genetic mutation, what's called as Jeff's plus, like generalized epilepsy with febrile seizures, and they have a certain sodium channel mutation, the chances to outgrow is less, but it does put them at increased risk for developing epilepsy in the future. On the other hand, if you have the simple benign Rolandic, benign myoclonics epilepsy, so depending on the type of syndromes, then they have a higher chance of outgrowing. So the factors would be if there's a strong family history of seizures, depending on, like again, as I said, if it's generalized epilepsy, now, so if you had a later onset, less chance to outgrow. I'm just speaking from the aspect of practice. So if the epilepsy started after 14, 15 years of age, the chances to outgrow less. Again, without a brain, we are talking about idiopathic, like, epilepsies. Obviously, if you have a structural lesion, then that is going to be the cause and that will still be there. So someone had a brain bleed, brain damage, that's irritating the brain, causing the seizures and abnormal electrical discharges, that will be there. You're not going to outgrow that, unlikely. Same thing with adult or juvenile onset, juvenile myoclonic epilepsy, juvenile onset epilepsy syndromes, they'll stay. But the benign Rolandic ones, they have a higher chance to grow. But kids who have multiple type of seizures, I see that they have a difficult chance. So if you have absence seizures, myoclonic seizures, convulsions, less likely I've seen that they grow out. Sometimes there's a phase of dormancy where I'll give you an example. I had a child who had spasms until then we did the ACTH. They had ACTH at outside facility, came back to me, and then he was seizure free from age of around about 1 year or 1.5 years till about 9 years. 9 years, the seizures came back and just came back with vengeance. And now he's on like 4 medications. And then we had a vagal nerve stimulator implanted, and still the seizures are there. It's controlled, but not to the best of what the family would be expecting. So still they have about 1 seizure every other week, which is not controlled. It's still intractable and drug resistant. So yeah, those factors play a big role.